Hey, Dr. Derek Nielsen here. Are you still struggling with low back pain? Is it possibly keeping you up at night, not allowing you to sleep as well as you want? Does it feel stiff first thing in the morning, and then it loosens up through the day, and then you sit back down and tightens back up again? Is it forcing you to modify exercises, or even making you forgo exercise altogether? Well, what I want to give to you are two exercises you could do today. The majority of my patients I see struggle with who complain of low back pain. So first what we want to do is we want to assess movement. Okay, if you saw my first two videos, it's rare that we work on only the area that's painful. We really want to work on full body movement and figure out what's going on, what's not moving like it should, and working and acting the way that it's supposed to be. The long-term solution to getting out of pain is figuring out where the area that isn't working like it should, getting that area working the way it's meant to, and then all of a sudden you get out of pain. Okay, so this is a part of that. In the first video I talked about getting more mobility of the upper back. In the second video I talked about getting more mobility of the hips. Now what I want to do is look at your mobility when you go down and touch your toes. So all you're going to do, simple toe touches, you'll just stand up, you'll put your feet together, try and keep your knees straight, go down, touch your toes. Okay, let's say you're not able to touch your toes, so you stand up here, you can only get here, you're not able to touch your toes. I want you to think to yourself, is that painful? Does it feel okay? Do I feel tight? I'm sure you feel tight, but is there any pain or discomfort associated with that? So remember that. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to sit here, and then you're going to try and touch your toes from a seated position. Okay? You try and get there, touch your toes. Now let's say I stand up, I can't touch my toes, then I sit down here and I'm able to touch my toes. Okay? If that's you, reach out to me. I've got a totally different exercise for you. Able to get you to touch your toes pretty dang quick. Alright, but let's say that you stand up, you can't touch your toes. You sit down here, you can't touch your toes either. So what we're going to do is we're going to stretch the hamstrings and the calves. So you can do this one leg at a time, you can do both. But you're just going to sit in this position and you're going to stretch. Okay? You'll hold this 30 seconds to a minute. You could hold it up, honestly, you could hold it up to 5 minutes. But I would recommend holding it at least 30 seconds. And then you're going to flip and do the other side. Okay, so, like I said in the last videos, we want to get the mobility where we need it. Then we want to challenge that added mobility. Once we get the mobility, we don't just sit there and say we got the mobility. We want to have a movement which challenges that mobility. That tends to make the added mobility stick. So there's where we get the mobility. Then we just stand back up and we do this and go down and touch your toes. Okay? Do that about 10 to 15 times. If you're still unable to touch your toes, go back here and stretch a little bit longer. Go down, touch your toes 10 to 15 times. Now, if any of that was painful, this isn't going to work for you, because pain changes the whole entire system in the body. It changes the way it functions. It changes the way it acts. So what I want you to do, and if you're just sick of this back pain and you're ready to find a solution, what I offer to people is a free consultation. It allows you to come into the clinic totally free, and it allows you to come in and I'll look at your movement head to toe, and I'll figure out exactly what's going on, and I'll tell you if I can help. And if I can't help, I'll lead you in the direction of somebody that can. Again, that's totally free to you. All you do is you click the link and then fill out that little application there, and let's get you into the clinic and see if I can help. Okay? Talk to you soon. Thanks so much.